Hello, welcome to part 6 of Craig's shed build. So this Saturday it's just a bit of a battle against the weather really, but we touch wood, there's plenty of it. I've lost my thread now. You know, it's not been a lot of rain. So if you just put the camera over here, I'm lucky, the builders next door, they had these, which usually I think they put plaster on them, so they're good because they you know, they're fill a wall sort of thing, so they're nice and big. So I grabbed them, exchanged for a couple of bottles of wine as well. It's always good to, you know, do a good swap. And while I'm on the subject, before I forget, because I've been grabbing all this stuff off various people, one of which is a very dear friend and colleague, and they needed all the wood gone out their cellar, but it was doing me a favour really. But they saw it as the bigger favour to them because they had no, you know, I was just a one source to get rid of it, so I got rid of a job for them. But I still felt compelled because they're moving out, so that's why they wanted to get rid of a lot of things. So I sacrificed a night after work to go and help and move a lot of stuff in the lorry. So just remember that, you know, when you're getting loads of stuff off people, it's good to return the favour and just to show you appreciate what they've done, because without them, you know, they have saved us a lot of money. So this is the best part of that back wall, and as I said, you know, I've got to fill the gaps in it now just with old bits of wood, just like I'm doing. You can see here, look, all these old bits. And then I'm going to put some membrane, and then this is what, remember I said about change, we had a bit of a giggle about me and Philippa chopping and changing the other week, but it's true, you know, we do need to change as you sort of progress with it. Sometimes things are just not going to work, and you know, come up with a great new idea. This was for the roof, this stuff, so it's metal, it's quite thin but quite strong, and it was for the roof. About 40 quid for 12 panels off eBay. But when you think, oh, that sounds a bit, it's not that dear really, and when you look at the price of wood, and wood, you've got to keep sort of treating it and painting it and looking after it, but this stuff, you know. And then I thought, well, hang on, this could go on the outside of the walls, this stuff. And then Philip was like, well, it look a bit black, the whole thing. I thought, well, yeah. But then I thought, hang on, look at the other side. So you've instantly got another colour for the wall. So that's that. So that'll go kind of nice, easy covering. So you'll notice there's no holes in it. It's not pre-drilled, and I chose that way as well because every building's different, so you don't want loads of holes drilled in it for you, because you don't know how it's all going to kind of work out. So you can easily drill, you get a sort of decent little tiny drill bit, and then just it's actually not much dearer than normal screws anyway, but these, I think these are called Tech screws if I'm right. They're literally like that. See, got a funny end on them. They've got like a rubber washer, so they make it watertight, and then it's like, rather than a screw, it's got like a nut, so you can actually get a ratchet on there and tighten it in well. So I've got 200 of them. Obviously I need another 200 probably, but that's a good start. Where else are we at? So probably on about 400 quid now on the budget, which sounds an awful lot. You can just see a pile of crappy old wood at the moment, but that's another load of, I've got another 48 panels coming from eBay of the shed cladding, and again it's long-term investment because I don't have to touch that once it's on the wall. So you know, in the long run it's going to be a cheaper option and a lot easier to put on as well. And as Philippa pointed out, you know, some of the things we've bought out of that 400 quid, you know, like it's paint for the fence, for example, and other bits we're going to do around the edges to finish it off when we're done, and also things like the tools, which we've showed on the previous videos. I mean, that's about just over 80 quid's worth of tools, but that's not just for this job. It's, you know, they're there for lots of future jobs. So actually, you know, if you take that, that's nearly 100 quid off the budget, and then screws, chisels. So I bought a pack of chisels. So it's not that dear when you work it all out, and that's the roofing as well. So there's not really a lot left to talk about really today now. That's so what I've got to literally do now for the, hopefully if the weather stays nice or just dry, is literally start slotting all the wall together, and tomorrow's the great big plan to get it actually standing. Now that's once you've got your first wall up, that's when you'll got to start, you know, stepping up a notch really, because That's a big weighty old wall, and I don't want a bugger falling down straight away. Could kill someone if it fell on them. Bloody weight of it. So that's it. There's a race to get the whole wall round then. Yeah. So you know, so and then sort of get the framework in for the roof, and then there's a race to get the roof on to make it weather tight. So once that first wall goes up, that's when you've really got to, you know, come home from work every night and just chip away at it, not just weekends. So that'll be probably, hopefully, God willing, tomorrow. So, and you can just see, I did swear and cuss trying to put this up because I couldn't get the sodding screws in it. I don't know, it happens sometimes. So I can sort of, you know, that'll be a bit of a buffer for the wall when it goes up, and it's the start of the framework for the roof. Just a humble piece I measured up. So yeah, and a lot of the morning I spent wasn't really worth recording really, because I was just running up and down from the garage with bits of wood and pallets. So I think that's pretty much it for today. So make sure that you stay tuned. And actually, I should say that thing that you should subscribe. You know, I've had a few views now, so subscribe. So you can make me an eBay. No,
YouTube.
It's not eBay, it's YouTube, isn't it? Celebrity. So, see, someone else is at it next door today. It's funny because every
He's
time
been watching your video.
he might, oh, right, he has on the quiet. But it's every time I've been hammering, he has, and every time I've been using an electric tool, he has. Apart from when I'm filming, of course. He'll probably be doing that in a minute. Anyway, I'm waffling on now, so we'll stick this on in a minute, and hopefully capture some more for you tomorrow. Tune in soon.